You know it. All right, man. Slim Thug a couple days ago, he took some heat, man. He jumped on his social media and he had some pretty strong things to say to the black community. Oh God, I want to play it and get your thought.
In 25, we can't blame white folks no more. We gotta let that go, Kitty. Them people, that wasn't even these people. That was some people before them. So at the end of the day, everybody showed us they can do it from scratch. So we can't be waiting on nobody to give us nothing. Everybody just gotta do it, no matter where you come from. You gotta do it from scratch. I ain't have shit and look at me now. So if I could have did it, you could have did it now. We gotta stop making excuses. Stop waiting on motherfuckers. We gotta take advantage of this shit. We gotta be happy on purpose, doing shit that make us happy.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. He took a lot.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that rocking with me. Yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Slim Thugger says that black people need to stop blaming white folks for our situation. We need to stop looking for a handout. I've heard a lot of black celebrities say this. I've heard Denzel Washington say that. I've heard a lot of motherfuckers say that. Yeah. I heard brothers who got a little detail shop. I'm just gonna say any brother that damn near think they kind of successful, they say that shit. Black man get a new truck. Well, I did it. You can do it too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know what? At this point, why don't we measure ourselves to the standards of Michael Jordan? He's a billionaire. Yeah, we can do it too. So all black folks should be a billionaire. No, the money there. It's enough money in this country for every black man to be a billionaire. It's enough money. But will we do it? Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck how much you apply yourself. It ain't happening, pimping. Some shit just ain't designed for you. Anyway, I've talked shit about black folks. I'm not even gonna say talk shit about black folks. I've discussed my disgust about what I feel about us and the shit that we do to each other. It's very hard these days to even trust a black man. It's hard to trust. I'm nervous when I'm around black people. Yeah, you motherfucker put your hand in your pocket. Get your hand out my pocket. And shit like that. I get to watching you motherfuckers. You just never know. Like I said, my wife is beautiful. You know, I can't even bring my woman around. You motherfuckers just get to, you know, it's just a bunch of jealousy, envy, and it's just crab in a barrel mentality that we have. Slim Thug, if you was broke, you wouldn't be even talking like that. But it's broke motherfuckers it's motherfuckers that's digging out a dumpster that say, this is the greatest country in the world. Most black people would tell you this is the greatest country in the world, and they don't want to go nowhere else. Yeah, I've discussed my disgust. I say we need to love each other. We need to work together. We need to build something. We need our own jobs. We need our own banks. We need our own grocery stores, bro, because we eating a bunch of meat. Bro, I think we eating rats and shit. That just me. I think we eating rats, cats, and dogs and all that. Because 90% of the food that we get, it comes from China. They supply us with that. They supply women with weave. They do black women's hair. They make billions of dollars a year just off nails and weave. So we understand that everybody eats off of us. They don't like us, but they eat off us. Anyway, I've discussed that we don't spend with each other. We don't support each other. We don't love each other. And we kill each other more than anybody else. It's very disgusting. It's very disgusting. But Slim Thug, let me tell you something, bro. I'm going to debunk you and I'm going to get off you and I'm going to just get back to some black shit because I can't make this video about you, bro. I made a video about you 2 years ago when I first started my channel. You did a video with Big Frida. For those who don't know who Big Frida is a trans, used to be a man, but now is a woman. I'm not even going to say woman. Used to be a man, but now they claiming to be a woman. And you sat down with this individual and you said that I'm just trying to understand y'all. You saying that to the LGBT? You're just trying to understand them? let me tell you something. We should have disowned you then. We should have disowned you a long time ago, way back before Swish Eyes. Yeah, motherfuckers should have been robbing you, bro. Because you really ain't tough. Motherfuckers should have been robbing Slim. A lot of you rap, bro. I'm you baby girl, some street shit. Yeah, motherfuckers should have been robbed you, bro. Motherfuckers should have been in. You understand? Let me get off that. But yeah, you should have been tied up and blindfolded years ago. Yeah, all that Acres Home shit. Yeah, them motherfuckers should have been, because you ain't feeding Acres Home. Most of Acres Home is poor, poverty, they broke. And most of them motherfuckers robbed. I was in the pen with them. Most of them got robbery case. They should have robbed you. Anyway, Slim Thugger, you sat down with a trans man, woman, man, and I don't got nothing against you people. If you think that God made a mistake by making you a man and you want to decide to try to be a woman with some surgeries and shit from these white doctors and shit like that, that's your decision. But I don't support it. But I don't hate you people. I don't hate gays. I don't hate. There's no need to hate. There's no need. I don't think nobody hates gays. Like, I don't even like the stigma. You hate me because you don't accept my lifestyle. No, nobody hates y'all, bro. I don't think nobody hates gays or trans. I don't think that. Like I said, I have no reason to hate you, bro. But y'all struggle can't compare to ours. It could never compare. Y'all ain't never been in bondage, bro, or slavery or none of that shit. You motherfuckers ain't never been to. Listen, bro, what I'm saying is this. You think black folks are just waiting on white folks and we making excuses for our 500-year struggle? The gays have had a 30-year. That's a 30-year struggle. 30 years. Bro, you didn't see no gay black men to about the 80s. That crack shit and penitentiary shit, that led to all that shit. You didn't see no gays in the 60s. No gays in the 70s, 80s. Yeah, by that time, the black men, I'm going to get to that too. This is a 30-year struggle y'all been so-called struggling with, and Obama made it good for all y'all. Obama didn't do nothing for black people, but he made gays, because most gay people in this country are white men. That is a fact. So he passed law for white men. It's just black people join hands with that as if it was for us too. So Obama made it possible for black boys to go into a black girl restaurant. Restroom. A black boy, a fifth grade black boy can go into a girl's bathroom and use the restroom. A girl can use the bathroom in a boy's bathroom. He made that shit possible. In New York, bro, they got, what's that shit called? They got a bathrooms where it's a boy, it's a girl, it's a trans. Yeah, they got something for everything. They got about 7 different kind of bathrooms. It is very weird. Listen, you sat down with Big Frida and you said, I just want to understand you people and I don't want to judge you people. Bro, you's a bitch. But you don't want to understand your own people because you a sucker ass rapper that made it. I told you, I think 99% of all rappers are gay and they sellouts. Sellouts for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Every rapper a sellout. Even Pac was a sellout at one point. That's why he started beefing with Biggie and didn't want to fuck with the system no more. It's a lot of shit. That shit his mama told him about white folks and she was a Black Panther. Pac got off that shit and he got on that. And it sparked a lot of that blood and Crip shit because he was with Suge, and Suge was a fake blood that was once a football player. And it was the against the East Side Crips and all that there. So it was a lot of game, and Diddy, his security was a lot of Crips out of LA. So it was a lot of the Pac and Biggie shit was more of a Crip and blood war. So Pac went from some Black Panther shit to some Crip and blood. Pac he wasn't saying I'm a blood, but he was affiliated with Bloods. You might as well have been one. When you was walking in that hotel and you was walking fast up on that Crip, you were the first to still off on them. Yeah, you was a blood. So as much as I admire Pac's music and Pac had one of the greatest minds, all rappers are sellouts to me. Every one. It ain't one that ain't. It ain't one that ain't. I ain't seen now rapper die for the struggle or dedicate his life and say fuck this music and fuck this money and fame. I want to attack the system. I want freedom for my people. Fuck this money I got. Every rapper's a sellout. And at this point, I think every rapper is gay. So you are part of that sorority. That is a sorority, a society, a secret society that's weird, and y'all have weird parties. We know that now. and you doing everything you can to go to some of these mainstream weird parties. You gonna be with Rick Rubin. You gonna be at his next party. He gonna send you a personal invitation. He yeah, he gonna send you a personal invitation, Thugger. But yeah, bro, it's just amazing to me because I hate when black people get a few dollars, they get to saying, black folks, these motherfuckers just don't. Why you don't say that about the Jews? They got reparations, you know that, right? And what they went through lasted 30 to 40 years. That shit was 30 to 40 years. Ours lasted 500 years and it's still going on and on because you still have the prison pipeline. You still have mass incarceration. We are in the same ghettos that we have been dropped off in ever since we got out of slavery. So it never stopped. It stopped with the Jews. And they got reparations. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, and they was put in some little concentration camps for a little bit, but they got reparations. The Japanese got reparations. The Indians got reparations. That's why they own so many casinos. I think what they mainly they got a whole resort in Oklahoma. It's either Oklahoma or Arizona. One of them. I think both. Maybe both. Y'all damn near got a state. And you own all these casinos now, which brings a lot of revenue to y'all people and y'all culture. That's why Indians ain't really poor like that in this country. Listen, bro, why you didn't say why we don't accuse them of begging for a handout? Why we don't accuse the Japanese, the Jews, or the Indians for wanting a handout? They was given reparations and their struggle only lasted a few decades. Ours has lasted centuries. I don't know, bro. Maybe I think it's a disgrace that black people, we don't feel each other pain. We don't black men used to get castrated. Cut your fucking dick out. Bro, the shit that was done to black people, bro, to completely take all the humanity away from you, to take all the pride that you could ever have, getting the biggest slave, the biggest, strongest one, and buck breaking him in front of everybody, taking his manhood in front of everybody. And all his peers watched that. And then you got to go right back to them fields with your people and pick this cotton and act as if that didn't happen. The biggest black man, just imagine that shit. Having a white boy half his size make him bend over and take it in front of his people and take all his manhood and take his humanity away from him. And he got to go right back to that field. He got to go right back to his wife. Watching his wife being took to that house and the slave master and his homies get to do whatever they want to her, and she got to come back and lay with him. Nah, bro, it's way deeper. It's deeper than that, bro. The shit they did to our kids, how our sons had to sleep with his mother and we was just breeders, and motherfucker had to breed with his mama. He had to breed with his auntie. Nah, bro, you listen, bro. And you know another thing? That was some sick shit. Times was, I would say it was more sick back then, but I think today's whites are far worse than the whites from back in slavery. Today's whites are far worse, and the reason why I say they're worse because they have no reason to kill black people. There is no reason for white cop officers to kill black unarmed men. We kill each other enough, bro. We 50% of the homicide. You have no reason to kill us, bro. There's no reason to keep locking us up. Not only that, bro, it's just no reason, bro, but you still do it. It's no reason to call us the N-word no more, but you still do it. Y'all have all the power, bro. How do you think Bank of America was started, bro? How do you think all these banks were started, bro? That's slave money way bigger than that dope money. There is no greater profit than free labor, bro. We know this, bro. We just are who we are, bro. Listen, I hate the way we are. I hate the hate that they gave us. It fucked over everybody. The hate that they taught us, bro, we give it to each other. We only hate ourselves. I get that, bro. And no matter how much I complain about it, I understand that shit was taught. No, I hate it. It's disgusting. I hate that black women wear weave, bro, and that shit looks so inferior standing next to a white woman, and you can't even wear your own hair. That's saying I think you better than me. That is inferiority. We can make that shit like it's a swag. No, you think her hair better than yours. When you stand next to the Mexican and you stand next to the white girl, you think her is better. You think she looks better than you. You think she's more than a woman than you because you got to buy your hair. And y'all spend billions of dollars a year. It is an inferiority, bro. And it looks crazy, bro. But also, if black women stop wearing weave today and tried to do that natural shit, we'll be the main one. Nah, put that goddamn wig back on. We'll be the main. So it's us too. We want you to wear it. We ashamed of you. So listen, it's a lot of shit, bro, that I hate that we do. We still on this light skin, dark skin shit. We still suffer from that. But you gotta go to the root of the problem. And yeah, we gotta get over it, bro. But we never had time to heal. When we got out of slavery, we were still working for white folks. When slavery so-called ended, we still had to work for them. We weren't giving no money. We weren't giving a free land and this and that. We still had land. Y'all was still our landlord. So, and prisons was built right after slavery ended. Because the rule is slavery is abolished unless you commit a crime. Prisons was built right after slavery ended. So, nah, bro, I hate the hate that we give to each other every day, but it was given to us. I'm tired of us scapegoating white folks, bro. Most of my videos, bro, I talk about shit that we must do. I talk about the love that we gotta have for each other, but don't you ever fucking get it twisted, bro. They taught us that hate. We never knew hate. We never knew homosexuality. We never knew none of that kind of weird shit until we started getting amongst y'all, till we was brought over here. Homosexuality in the black community started from torture. That shit started from bondage. That shit started from slavery onto the prison pipeline. From slavery onto the prison pipeline. And I'm finna get to that shit in just a minute. But nah, bro, you can't scapegoat white folks and act like just because they ancestors hung us and they not hanging us, that they not a part of this shit. They are a part. They are participants. It's white girls that got families with black men and got 4 or 5 black kids and don't like black folks. Just because you fuck another black man and just because you have a family with him, bro. What's sick to me is how white girls can have kids with a black man knowing you're going to raise black children, knowing that 1 out of 3 black kids will go to prison, knowing that it's a high percentage that this black man could die to gun violence, that he's going to be treated like a black man. We can keep trying to do this mixed breed shit, but that's the sickest part to me. Why would you want to have kids with a black man knowing this child is going to be a black child? The child will never be white. We can say it's mixed breed all you want, but they will never be white or treated white. They will never get your white privilege. Why would you want to have kids with this man? Why would you want to raise a black child knowing that the black people are at the bottom? Why would you do that? What kind of love? Because for you to really love that child and to love that man, you would want to make things better for black people, not just your kids, because what affects black people affects your kids. So in order to make things right for your kids, you must make things right for black folks. I don't see a white woman in the world trying to do that or a white man in the world trying. It's just a fuck fetish and all that there, bro. But as far as to have kids, knowing this child is going to grow up with an identity crisis, a lot of shit, bro. It's almost sickening. It's almost sickening, bro. A mixed breed child will never get white privilege. They can act like they ain't black. They can play that light skin shit and my hair better than yours. They will never get white privilege. There is no mixed breed that ever existed that receives white privilege. Anyway, so that's the sickest shit to me. Why want to have kids with a black man when you know that child gonna be black and that child is gonna be it's a high percentage he gonna go to prison. It's a high percentage it's gonna be hard for him to get employed. A Mexican can get employed before him. A meth head white boy can get employed before him. A lot of shit, bro. He's gonna be at the bottom of the barrel. Why would you want to have those babies? Anyway, it ain't because you love the black man. It ain't because you love those. Because if you love those kids, you'd want to bring them into a better world. You want to bring them into a world where they won't be discriminated against, where it's a high probability that a cop will blow his fucking head off. Nah, bro, that ain't love. That's just breeding. That's just fucking and all that. That ain't nothing family orientated about that. There is no excuse that white folks can give me for having children and having families with a black man bringing black babies into this world, knowing it's a high probability that they will go to jail or prison, because 1 out of 3 do go, knowing that they will be discriminated against their entire life, whether they light skinned, got curly hair or not, bro, they are looked at as black and they will never receive white privilege, the same white privilege that you have. So why would you want to bring them into this world? Can't answer that. Listen, accountability. White folks have never took accountability, not just for what their ancestors done, for what they do to this day. White folks don't complain about mass incarceration. It's over 200 million of y'all in this country. It's only 40-some million of us, but we're the majority in prison. You can't make that up. And like I said, bro, when the Italians and the Irish and the Jews, before they was considered white in this country, all the way up until the 1920s, they was the criminals. They was killing each other. That's where the gangsters come from. That's where the mob come from. That's where all that come from, because they was put in the ghettos and they was selling dope, doing the same shit we doing today. But the world didn't call them criminals. We admire that shit. We still trying to play gangster like the Italians and the Irish. But now they considered white. They ain't got to do that shit no more. They got the fire department, the police department. They are corporate now. White folks made them to where they're corporate. The Jews got hip hop, they got entertainment, so they don't have to be on the corner no more. But then nobody called them and they deserve what they got. No, people cried for the Italians and the Irish and the Jews. And even though they was at the bottom and they was in ghettos too, they still looked down on black folks. So, today's whites to me are far worse than the ones back in the day. At least the ones back in the day didn't mind calling me an N-word to my face. At least they beat me with that goddamn whip and then try to smile and fuck me and then play nice and do this and that and just smile and all these face back. Listen, bro, nah, bro, like I said, bro, all our leaders was killed in the 60s. Between the 50s and the 60s, Medgar Evers, Malcolm, Martin, Fred Hampton, all them dudes was killed. The 70s, the Black Panthers was shut down. Early 70s, they took trades out the school in the early 70s. That way kids are not growing up knowing any trades. They closed down a lot of the industrial plants. This is systematic. That's what we got to understand. In the 70s, they shut down all the jobs and shit like that. So black men wasn't able to make money. That's heroin was big. Then you bringing in different drugs. So in the 70s, black men started going to jail a lot. That's when black women they started this black women's power, white wills, a white woman's power movement, a women's power movement. And black women fell for that and started thinking, I can do bad by myself and independence. That's when black men started leaving the house. I can even go back to my granddaddy. My granddaddy left my grandmama with 11 kids. In the 70s. In the 70s, black men started leaving the home. Why? Because they couldn't provide. The trades was gone. A lot of these industrial companies were shut down. Then they started bringing in more other cultures to take the jobs. Same shit they do now. So, in mass incarceration, this is a fact in Texas. Brothers was getting life sentences for a doobie, not a blunt, not a dime sack of 4 grams, for a doobie. Life sentence. So you got to understand, yeah, we run to the jailhouse, we run to the prisons, but we was put there first. Just like we run to the weave shops, we run to try to make our hair different, but we that shit was forced upon us to think that way. Nah, bro, motherfuckers were getting life sentences for a doobie of some weed, and now white boys making billions of dollars a year off that same weed. Motherfuckers was getting life sentences for stealing cheese. Brothers, before we got to where we wanted to just kill each other and throw each other away, nah, bro, we was committing petty crimes to try to survive and eat. Steal a block of cheese and get 40 years. That's what they was doing. So, not only that, bro, when you look at it, that's why in prisons, back in them days, bro, while you're separating the black man from his woman, also, that's the rise of homosexuality. All these brothers in prison. The guards promoted homosexuality. They was marrying. These are all facts proven. You can prove these things. They was marrying black men to other black. They was encouraging it. The prison system encouraged men to sleep with men. Because before the 60s and the 70s, back in the 50s, 40s, and all that there, your woman could come and you could get conjugal visits and you could sleep with your woman and you could actually, get pussy. They took that away. That's why there was no female guards until like the 80s or the 90s. By that time, you motherfuckers gay. Now, homosexuality was always promoted by white folks. Was always promoted. So what the brothers do after they come home from all these homosexuality things, they come home and molest the boys. So these are facts. I'm not finna get into all that, but these are facts. Then the 80s come, you drop crack off. You got dudes sucking dick for crack. You got dudes molesting boys, little boys, and they growing up molesting other boys. Black women getting molested and raped. These are true things. It was things put in place for us to act the way we act, bro. Yeah, we should have fought harder. Yeah, we should have, after the Black Panthers was destroyed in the early 70s, we should have started another movement. It's a lot of shit we should have started, but the motherfuckers stack so many weights on our fucking shoulder, bro. Every time we try to be free, the motherfuckers put them shackles back on. So don't tell me about some back in the 1700s that was them. Every time we tried to be free, every time we tried to have something, they tore it down. So, it just is what it is, bro. And we got some black celebrities making excuses for that shit. Now you got gentrification everywhere. You got everybody taking the jobs that we once had. Nobody want to hire blacks. They'll hire anybody but us. So it ain't the lack of work ethic, bro. It's systematic. Until we understand what systematic is, bro, and how things are put in place to destroy a group of people. Bro, I hate the way we enjoy to kill each other, but it was promoted. Bro, do we forget that colors, these movies, why did they commercialize that, but they couldn't commercialize the Black Panthers? Why did they commercialize Crip and Blood? The government commercialized it. Because these are a bunch of motherfuckers that's killing each other. And now 50 years ago, and you still got Crips and Bloods to this day that destroy each other. The prison system could get rid of all that Crip and Blood shit and make the motherfuckers fold all them flags up. They promote it because it's destruction, bro. So nah, bro. And true enough, one could say, well, we know they're gonna try to get us to destroy ourselves. We know they're gonna put things in place, but we still don't have to do it, bro. When you a bunch of broke motherfuckers that's poor and hungry, bro, just like the Italians did, bro, you'll take from your plate. You'll take from your brother plate. You'll take from your sister plate, bro. This is what goes on, bro. When you put a bunch of people in a barrel, bro, they gonna fight each other. But I'm gonna tell you something. Outside of Crip and Blood, bro, nothing has been promoted more than hip hop for black people to destroy ourselves. Crips and Bloods, bro. When you really look at that, the Ku Klux Klan should not even exist. Do you realize how many Crips and Bloods have killed black people? You don't even need the Klan number, but you still got them motherfuckers. Hip hop rappers only talk about killing black people. You don't need the Klan. You don't need this systematic justice system to keep locking us up, bro. We're gonna destroy ourselves. We don't need. Why do police still beat on us, bro? When we steady beating on ourselves, it take a certain kind of hate for you to beat a man that's already beating himself. What kind of demon is that? What kind of demon beats on a group of people that's already beating on themselves? It's a different kind of hate, bro. So I don't care how many interracial marriages we try to do to try to make it seem like racism don't exist and there's no hate, bro. And we can keep trying to act like everybody love each other and all that there, bro. It's a sick society, bro. And what's so sick about America, there's no country more sick because everybody watch us destroy ourselves. And instead of crying about it, nobody cried for Trayvon Martin. They don't cry when we die. Nobody cries. Nobody gives a fuck, but they look down on us. But you need our fucking money. If black folks stop going to them corner stores, what the fuck you gonna do, Asians, Arabs? What the fuck you motherfuckers gonna do if we stop spending with you? But you look down on us. But we feed them kids. We send them through college. We send your kids through college, but you still look down. Because that's the rule. And we can keep talking about opportunities. Ask yourself, why is it more? You can argue that it's more African, especially in Texas prison. I can't speak for no. In Texas prison, it's more African guards than black guards. And African guards treat blacks like shit. I only met one cool African guard throughout my whole bid. And that when I was in SEG and he used to give me extra trays and shit. And his homies and his other African guards used to try to tell him not to look out for me. Yeah, he had that shit in him. He had some soul in him because he used to give me extra tray. And he used to be nice to me. Like, man, it just was a familiar look he used to give me, like, and I understand what y'all going through, bro. We going through the same. But most 99% of African guards treat blacks like shit in the prison system. But they not mean to Mexicans. They are not mean to white boys. African guards are not mean to white boys. They are not mean to Mexicans. They can't stand blacks. This is in the Texas prison system. Why are you hiring so many African guards and why all of them can't stand black folks? The same reason why Arabs come over here and they don't like black folks. Asians come over, they don't hire black people. I ain't never seen an African or Asian or Arab or Indian, and none of them hire black folks. We got to go to the white boy jobs. So it's a sick society, bro. We can keep trying to blame each other, and I hate the way we are. I hate you, girly ass, tight ass pants wearing ass rappers. I can't stand you, bro. But I know who own us. I know who we work for. I know who you work for. I know who own your music, bro. So nah, bro, it is a sick society when we let teenage boys. That's pedo, bro. It is sickening, bro. It's sick. Homosexuality, pedophilia, all that in the black community was pushed on us through drugs and mass incarceration. Dude, because most dope boys done fucked the 15-year-old. No, that's just a fact. Most dope boys, you done fucked a 15-year-old girl and she coming by smoking weed and buying sex from you. Yeah, I was a teenager fucking grown women. Bro, they don't look at you. When you a teenager in these streets, bro, you are looked at as a dope. So pedophilia and all that there, like I said, bro, before the 70s and all that there, wasn't no teenage gangsters. That was the sickest thing they ever did was made our kids gangsters. Now you got 10-year-old rappers. You got 10-year-old kids in the strip club. You got 10-year-old kids out here on the block. Got bodies on them. Nah, bro. It's yeah. If it was just us and it ain't the white folks, bro. White folks could change our situation tomorrow, bro. They don't want to do it. That's the sickest thing, though. They fuck with our kids. Homosexualize our kids. Like I said, bro, Dwayne Wade's son was 12 years old talking about he want to cut his dick off. This is a sick country, bro. This is a sick country. And ain't nobody feel, fuck the rappers. I said the rappers and the actors and all that failed. No, nobody failed us more to me than the church and the mosque. Nobody failed us more than the church and the mosque. Nobody failed us more than the church and the mosque because the church accepts government money now. That's why you got $1 million churches. And the mosque, y'all pimped on us. The Nation of Islam was so tough with black folks. Elijah Muhammad had real killers in his team. And that's why I say Malcolm X, bro, he lost his way. He lost his sauce. Malcolm X, in his street days when he was in Harlem, that motherfucker, he'll shoot your ass. He was a street dude first. Allah and Islam made him soft. Malcolm X went from being low key a young shooter. He used to keep 3 different pistols on him when he was in Harlem, and he was slanging dope and shit and working for the motherfuckers in the nightclubs and shit. Nah, he was a street dude. But when he got with Nation of Islam, he got with the religion, and that's when he started praying 5 times a day. That's when he just started talking. And it was aggressive and it was very powerful. But Malcolm X went from a motherfucker that'll bust you in your ass to a motherfucker that was just talking because Elijah Muhammad kept him on a leash. Malcolm X became a follower that was just talking. And that's one of my favorite leaders. But he was just lost, bro. And it's not his fault because his father was killed. They tied him to a railroad tracks and he followed Marcus Garvey and let the train run over him. His mama was put in a crazy house and never let back out. All his siblings was divided. They were sent to different cities. The boy was traumatized, so he was looking for a father and he thought he saw it in Elijah Muhammad. But Elijah Muhammad pimped on Malcolm. He pimped on him because Malcolm X was a much better speaker than Elijah Muhammad. So he brought more attention to the Nation of Islam. But I'm gonna tell you what Elijah Muhammad really did. He pimped on Malcolm and he tamed him. Malcolm X was really a dog, was really an animal, was a damn fool, but he tamed him. Because Elijah Muhammad's method was never to fight fire with fire or to really, really stand up against white supremacy. It was just to teach us this Allah shit and make plenty of money and pass out newspapers and bean pies. But when Muhammad Ali came along, Muhammad Ali, you can argue that he replaced Malcolm. Malcolm brought Muhammad Ali. Malcolm and Muhammad Ali was friends first. But if you notice, the closer that... and the Nation of Islam did not fuck with Malcolm X when he was Cassius Clay. It wasn't until he beat Sonny Liston. The Nation of Islam did not fuck with Muhammad Ali because they thought Sonny Liston was the man. And Sonny Liston worked for the mob. He worked for the white Italian mafia. Sonny Liston, as big and tough as he was, he worked for the white boy and he used to put in work for him. And they later had him killed. Sonny Liston was a puppet that worked for the Italian mob. Anyway, so the Nation of Islam was low-key riding with Sonny Liston to beat... Nobody thought Ali was going to beat Sonny Liston back in them days. Nobody. And the Nation of Islam did not embrace Ali until he beat Sonny Liston. Then they jumped on his dick. And once they got Ali, because he's a celebrity, they threw Malcolm away. Look at the timeline from when Muhammad Ali joined the Nation of Islam. A year later, they kicked out Malcolm X. And Muhammad Ali quit fucking with Malcolm X. They replaced him. But like I said, Elijah Muhammad, there was Crips and Bloods before Crips and Blood, because Elijah Muhammad had some killers with him. If a black person got out of line, bro, they'll cut your fucking throat. They'll cut your throat. But they never killed the white man. So Elijah Muhammad, that was Crips and Blood. Anyway, they was tough with black people, what I'm saying. But so we just been misled, bro. I hate that we mislead each other, bro, but I hate the way we do each other, but I don't know. We could never compare. It ain't enough self-hate in the world that could compare to the Catholic Church. It ain't enough self-hate in the world that can compare to all these motherfuckers that's in these billion-dollar houses and got these islands with a bunch of black kids over on these islands. Boy, it ain't enough self-hate in the world that can compare to that shit. Can compare to police brutality, and 7 officers can beat a black man to death and they never went to jail, they just got fired. What society can you do that in besides America? 7 white officers beat a black man to death and you just get fired. That's the shit. When they kill us, they just get fired. They don't go to jail. And when they do go to jail, guess what? They get bonded out. Black people think we ain't at war. When that Alabama brawl happened and we beat up the white folks in Alabama, it was a white boy within a week later drove 3-4 states away. He was 17, 18-year-old white boy. Drove 3 or 4 states all the way to Carolina and killed 7, 8 black folks. And he said it was in retaliation to the Alabama brawl. White folks bro, you think white folks ain't ready for war? Anytime we make a move, they ready for it. We just ain't ready for them, and we don't want war with them. We want a war with each other. That's my biggest problem. It ain't just the conditions and the self-hate. It's the fact that we don't have the determination and we don't have the will or the heart to go against the real enemy. So nah, bro, we just puppets on a string. We rather fight each other because we cowards. No white officer that kill a black man, no harm ever happened to him. Bro, we cowards, bro. So that's my biggest problem. We cowards and we just got smoke for each other, bro. It's disgusting, but no black celebrity should even speak on black problems. No black celebrity should speak on that, bro. You got to sell out to be a celebrity. You got to do certain things, bro. You would get on your knees for that money, bro. Slim Thug, you would get on your knees and bark like a dog just so you don't lose that money the white boy get. You would bark like a dog, bro. So don't get it twisted, bro. It wasn't from no hustling. And then you gonna say y'all can all. I got her. Y'all can do it. So you saying 40 million black people, we can all become great rappers like you? And you ain't no great rapper. But you saying we can all be rappers if we put our mind to it? So if every black person just started rapping, we'd all get record deals and $1 million deals just off our talent. It ain't designed that way, bro. It ain't designed that way. If black women tried to take over the nail industry and started really trying to, you ain't finna outbeat these Asians because they're tied in with white folks. And they getting that her ship way from Asia and they getting that shit for less than a penny. They getting them bundles for less than a penny, selling it for thousands, making billions. We don't got the plug, bro. We don't have the resources. So no matter how much, let me tell you something. If black folks stuck together and really fought this and really tried to have some of our own, bro, it still would be hell to get it, bro, because we don't have the resources. And they would just put another wrench in the game to try to fuck up every time we try to have something, bro. From Black Wall Street on up, they destroy it. So we can keep saying it's just us and we just need to build something for ourselves. They're gonna destroy it every time, bro. The Black Panthers didn't last 2 years. They destroyed them. All of them were killed or put in jail, bro. They killed Fred Hampton in his sleep. He was 21 years old. A young boss, a young soldier, killed him in his sleep with his wife right there. Nah, bro, it get brutal. So it is what it is, bro. Every time we come up with a plan, they destroy it. The GDs, all that shit, Folk Nation, People Nation, yeah, they was hustlers, but they was trying to bring black businesses together, economic wealth and all that there. But it turned into some killer shit, just like the Crips and Bloods turned into some killer shit. They don't talk about the kids' book that Tookie Williams wrote, bro. They just talk about the five dudes Hoover riding on the blood. Now, every time we try to make something positive, they only show the negative parts. So nah, bro, these motherfuckers want us to. You think they don't want us to kill each other because it's the most profitable thing in America? And the biggest difference between blacks and whites in America is that a black man go to prison one time. You will always be reminded of it. Bro, there's so many jobs I cannot work because of my record. It is so many. I've been denied, and I've been out of prison 10 years. My crime is over 15 years old. You will be denied for a lifetime. White boy can go to prison 7 times and he can still get a job before a brother that just graduated from Howard University. This is a fact. That's the difference when you talk white privilege and when you talk the difference between blacks and white. A white boy can make a mistake for the rest of his life and be in and out of prison, in and out of drug rehabs, and also they get rehabs. They don't go to prison as much for their dope. It's called a crisis, just like this opioid crisis. But when we was on crack, they was beating us to death and giving us 70 years. Now that white folks are on this opium, it's an opioid crisis and it's a mental health thing. They're not getting put in prison. They being put in rehabs. And they trying to help them people. And it's a sickness now. But yeah, when you white, you can fuck up your whole life and just cut your hair, get a job and move up in the corporate world at any moment. So we can keep out. Well, it's white folks poor too. Yeah, because they choose to be. They can cut their hair, get off that dope, and get a white boy job in the corporate world and move up and be your supervisor next year. And you've been there 40 years. That is called white privilege, bro. It's just a fact, bro. So we damned if we do, damned if we don't. But it'd be better if we stop killing each other. Yeah, it would be better if we stop hating each other and learn to love each other. But no matter how much we love it, and another thing, if we do start loving each other, this is the danger. This is why the rappers don't promote this. This is why none of our celebrities promote black love. Because if we do, it'll get more dangerous. I think they'll start killing us even more. The more we come together, the more they're going to try to destroy us. That's the real reason why I think we won't come together and we don't want to come together. It's going to get harder. They're going to put more obstacles in the way. So, bro, if you look at Bill Cosby and Diddy and now Jay-Z, they're showing you, bro. That's why these celebrities are scared to death. They showing you, bro, we'll take your black billionaires and show them, bro, we can get you at any time. The feds can make up any charge on. We can get you at any time, bro. Ain't none of you there is no money that can make a black man safe in America. That's symbolism. They just showing you with Diddy, showing you with R. Kelly. No matter how much money you got, bro, we can bring you to the bottom and make your people and tear your name. Even if Diddy is found not guilty, bro, we gonna remember that baby oil forever. We will forever remember the baby oil. We will, and you got so many non-black motherfuckers. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. That's how they used to do in the slave days. So show me how times really changed. That's how they used to do when they used to hang the black man in front of all his peers and take his manhood and do certain other things, cut off his genitals and put it in his mouth. Certain shit they used to do to humiliate him, bro. That's the same shit they doing to Diddy right now. So this is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, George J. With that, I'm out.